Have you ever wondered if the digital money everyone is talking about is actually the future of finance, or just a giant digital casino? Have you ever felt like you're the only person in the room who doesn't actually get what a blockchain is, but you're too embarrassed to ask at this point? Well, in this video, I'll talk about the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and everything you need as a beginner in a way that simply makes sense. What exactly is this stuff? Let's start with the basics. If you take the words crypto and currency and mash them together, you get cryptocurrency. Crypto basically means hidden or secret, which sounds a bit like a spy movie, but in this case, it just refers to high-level math used to keep things secure. Currency is just a fancy word for money. So, at its core, we are talking about digital cash that lives on the internet. Now, I know what you're thinking because I thought it too. You've probably seen those gold coins with a B on them in news articles. Those aren't real. There is no physical Bitcoin you can hold in your hand or keep under your mattress. It's all lines of code. It's a bit like the balance you see on your banking app, but with one massive difference. Your bank account is controlled by, well, a bank. Crypto isn't. It's money that belongs to the people, running on a giant network of computers, rather than being tucked away in a vault on Wall Street. By the way, it's exciting to see you're still watching this video. That means you're the serious one. So, I'll give you as much information as I can about the crypto world. In return, I'll need you to hit that subscribe button when you finished watching this. It helps a lot to make the next videos. The mystery of the creator. To understand why this even exists, we have to look back to 2009. A person or a group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto released Bitcoin to the world. Here is the wild part. Nobody actually knows who Satoshi is. You might see photos online of a specific guy because of his name, but the real creator is a total mystery. The goal was simple but revolutionary. After the 2008 financial crisis, people were frustrated with banks. Satoshi wanted to create a system where you could send money directly to your friend, say for a pizza or rent, without a bank taking a cut or telling you that you weren't allowed to move your own money. It was designed to be the first truly decentralized form of cash. Is it money or a lottery ticket? This is where things get a bit confusing. Originally, crypto was meant to be used like the dollars in your wallet. But for most of us, it is turned into more of an investment, like a digital version of gold or stocks. Think about it like this. If you bought Bitcoin back in 2016 for $500 and held on to it until 2024, you'd be sitting on $60,000. That's a massive win. But the reason most people don't use it to buy groceries is that the price moves faster than a squirrel on espresso. Imagine buying a sandwich for $5 today, but tomorrow that same amount of crypto is worth $10. You'd feel pretty silly for spending it, right? That's why most people treat it like a savings account they hope will explode in value, rather than a debit card. The magic behind the curtain. So, how does this all stay organized if there's no boss or bank in charge? It uses something called blockchain. Imagine a digital notebook that everyone in the world has a copy of. Every time I send you some crypto, it gets written down in that notebook. Because everyone has a copy, I can't go back and erase the entry or pretend I never sent it. If I tried to cheat and change my notebook, everyone else would look at theirs and say, "Hey, that's not what happened," and my version would be rejected. Each page of this notebook is called a block. Once a page is full of transactions, it gets linked to the page before it, forming a chain. That's why we call it a blockchain. It's just a giant, unchangeable record of who owns what. I'm really keen to make a video about blockchains, so if you're interested too, let me know in the comments and I'll start working on it. You've probably heard of miners and thought of people in hard hats with pickaxes. In the crypto world, miners are actually just super powerful computers. Their job is to solve incredibly difficult math puzzles to verify that the transactions in the notebook are legit. Why do they do this? Because it's expensive. These computers use a ton of electricity. So, as a reward for doing the hard work of keeping the network safe, the system pays them in brand new cryptocurrency. It's like the system is printing its own money to pay its own security guards. This specific way of doing things is called proof of work. If you want to know more about the miners, write me a comment below and I'll make a specific video of it, I promise you. The good, the bad, and the volatile. Let's talk real talk for a second. Is it a good idea to put your money into this? It's a bit of a double-edged sword. On one hand, the potential is huge. We're talking about returns that would make the most famous investors on the planet jealous. Plus, it's open 24/7. Unlike the stock market or banks that close on weekends, crypto never sleeps. You can send money to a friend in Japan at 3 a.m. on a Sunday, and it gets there in minutes. But, and this is a big but, it is a wild ride. The prices can crash just as fast as they climb. There's also no safety net. If you forget your password to your bank account, you call the bank and they reset it. If you lose the private keys to your crypto wallet, that money is gone forever. There's a famous story of a guy who accidentally threw away a hard drive containing thousands of bitcoins. He's literally spent years trying to get permission to dig through a literal trash dump to find it. Don't be that guy. Navigating the lingo. Before you go, you'll hear a few words thrown around that might sound like gibberish. Anything that isn't Bitcoin is usually called an altcoin. Some of these are serious projects, while others are meme coins, which are basically jokes that people started buying for fun, like Dogecoin. You'll also hear about wallets. A hot wallet is an app on your phone that's connected to the internet, great for quick use, but easier to hack. A cold wallet is like a USB stick that stays offline. Super safe, but if you lose the stick, you're in trouble. And finally, watch out for the bad guys. Because there's no central authority to call for help, scammers love this space. If someone promises you guaranteed returns or tells you to send them crypto so they can double it for you, run the other way. In the world of crypto, if a deal looks too good to be true, it's probably a scam. Scammers in the crypto world would be in my next videos, so subscribe my channel so you won't miss the new ones. At the end of the day, cryptocurrency is a fascinating blend of math, money, and mystery. It might change the way the whole world handles finance, or it might just remain a niche playground for techies and investors. The most important thing is to never put in more than you're willing to lose, and to keep learning. It's a fast-moving world, so stay curious, but stay cautious. Thanks for hanging out and chatting about it with me. In the comments section, let me know if you are already part of the crypto community, or if you wish to join but don't know how. It's good to see who is participating in the game and who isn't.